In this video, you'll learn how to use Facebook groups to increase your referrals and retain your best clients. Hi, I'm Harvey from Inspire, and stay tuned. How to use Facebook groups to grow your business and referrals and retain your best clients. This is a really passionate subject of mine because I love Facebook, and so too does the world. It's probably one of the platforms that have the most active users on it. But it's also about tribes, and I love tribes too because we're from New Zealand and everyone has a strong identity to the tribe they come from. Now, in the world of small business, tribes relate to the people that you wish to do work with or the people that you want to hang out with. And in the Facebook world, this looks like groups. So if you're interested in any topic, if you love CrossFit, if you love cooking, if you love traveling to South America, then there's definitely going to be a tribe or a Facebook group for you. So here's some tips about how to maximize Facebook and groups to be able to retain your best clients and to be able to grow your business. So with Facebook groups, the first thing you need to do, or I'd recommend, is to start participating in other people's groups. So in Facebook, you can do a search for groups and you can start putting in keywords for the types of things that you're interested in. So let's say I was interested in boxing. I could type in boxing and see what type of groups there are around me. Once I find them, you can add yourself into the group. Now, sometimes there might be an administration member who needs to approve your access to the group. Now, once you're in there, all I'd recommend is to start participating in those groups. Like what people are talking about, comment on what other people are talking about, and put a post in there which is in line with the theme of the group. So now that you've found the groups that identify you and your likes or your business interests, the next step is to participate in these groups, and there's a unique way of doing it within Facebook. This social world means that we're about adding value, so don't sell when you get in there. When you jump in, tell your story, add value to the other people around you. Quite often the groups are around sharing tips and sharing ideas, or helping a group of people solve a common problem. So if you know the answer, or if you've got some experience, feel free to add value and share that experience instead of putting yourself out there and say, buy this, or align yourself with my service. That won't get you very far, and in fact, an admin might even remove you from the group if you're in that sales mode. Facebook groups tip number 3. It is a good opportunity to test some ideas. So you're not out there to sell, and you're not out there saying buy this, buy that, but you have the opportunity to put some ideas. So let's say you're thinking about running a webinar and you weren't too sure which of the 3 topics you should do that webinar on. You could go into a group and say, hey guys, I represent this business and we're interested in achieving this outcome. We're thinking about running a webinar on topic 1, 2, or 3. What do you think we should do? And in so doing, that's give you the ability to, in a very soft and subtle way, have people start to engage or interact with your brand without you being able to say, buy my product or register for my webinar. Now, the final tip to remember is that a successful group is about a topic and not a brand. So, you might be interested in CrossFit, but the group isn't necessarily about specific CrossFit gym. It's about sharing ideas, about recipes, about workout tips, about the social things that are happening, but it's not just about that company and that service offering. So once you're confident with this, start exploring these groups. And here's some great tips or great groups that I love. There's a topic or group that exists called Google Apps for Work. I love the idea of Google Apps. And so in that group, we go in there to share different ideas about how to best use these applications. I also know of another successful group called the 4 Blades, and they've got a Facebook group in which those who use the Thermomix are able to share recipes, share ideas, and brainstorm challenges that they're all commonly facing. So once you go through and you become a bit of a ninja at hanging out in Facebook groups, then and only then would I suggest you go and set up your own Facebook group. And remember, it's about what your business represents. It's not necessarily about your business itself. So for Inspire, we represent an accounting firm, but why we exist is helping young families in small business, and that's exactly the name of our group. And we all talk about commonly occurring issues or ideas or suggestions that we have as a unique tribe hanging out in that safe environment. So have fun on Facebook groups. If you liked what you learned in today's video, feel free to start a conversation with us. Like this video, put a comment below, we keep an eye on it. Share your ideas, share your stories. If you've got a question, you can ask us and we'll answer it for you. So when you find these groups, try to find value or ways to... Actually, no, I like this one. Can I have a look, please?